clapping on the bench, which only fueled the idea that she encouraged this stuff, Angel Reese. And this history is the lens everyone is watching through. And for her supporters, she's just matching the energy she's giving, supposedly. But for her critics, she's the league's main instigator. So this brings us to the biggest question. Where is the line between passion and poison? Every great athlete has that fire. Angel Reese has tons of it. Her fans love her for it. They see a strong, confident woman who refuses to be anyone but herself. The Bayou Barbie who plays with toughness and flair, and she plays with a chip on her shoulder. And in pro sports, that chip can be a rocket fuel. But when does that fuel start a fire you can't control? Her style of play is aggressive, and it's no secret she racks up her fair share of fouls, both technical and flagrant, and it's a documented pattern where intense emotion sometimes seems to override judgment. And it's where hard-nosed defense bleeds into unnecessary contact, where run-ins with officials and players have become a regular part of her game. And the argument that this is just basketball starts to wear thin because when the same player is always at the center of the storm, this also forces a deeper, more uncomfortable conversation, right? Because about race and gender, because you can't just ignore that Angel Reese, a black woman, is often called arrogant or classless for the same fire that gets white players praised for their competitiveness. And when Reese taunted Clark in the NCAA championship, it was a national scandal because when Clark does it, it's her fury spirit. And you can't ignore the disgusting racist and hateful comments Reese constantly faces online, something the league has had to address when it comes to fan conduct, which is out of Caitlin Clark's control. And I'm pretty sure and I believe that Caitlin Clark, I seem to know because she's a pure basketball player. She doesn't care about the color of your skin. She just want to compete. But the context here is crucial because Angel Reese comes off and wants to play the race card and play victim all the time, bringing race and gender into this while also trying to be the one that is tough and have this flair of a strong black woman type of narrative that she gives off as a strong black woman basketball player, right? But then maybe part of Reese's defiant attitude is a shield against criticism she know is often loaded with prejudice. Because, but acknowledging the bias doesn't excuse everything because the league has a duty to keep its players safe. So when plays lead to swollen eyes, when hard fouls become routine, and when rivalries feel less like a sport, more like genuine